Show me, show me. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Aloha.
Aloha.
This is the Rebecca and Tim show.
Tim and Rebecca show.
We're having breakfast. Imagine that.
That never happens.
That never happens. So, we're going to go skating today.
Woohoo! Roller skating.
Rollers. Well, Rebecca is. I may try it. Since my wife likes it so much.
Very excited.
Roller skating. Roller skating.
I have to change my wheels. I got outdoor wheels on my skates, and I need to put some indoor wheels on those skates.
Leslie will be there from 4 to 6 if you want to come out.
Come on out, Leslie.
Yeah. You can bring inline skates. They're allowed.
Inline skates are allowed. You don't have to do just quads.
You don't have to be Miss Soity.
Nope, nope. So I was asking Tim what he wanted to talk about this morning.
Shh. Happy birthday,
Kelly.
Kelly.
Aloha. Sorry we can't be on the Big Island
And
with
everyone
you.
else is having a birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday, folks. So, you wanted to talk about... I asked him what he wanted to talk about. You know what he said?
Jokingly.
Actually, he looked serious. He
No.
said he wanted to talk about sex.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about something else. So I had, we met with Suzanne last night and talked about redecorating the house.
Yes.
I know we're boring you with all this stuff about our house, and who cares? But it was fun, and she had some ideas she found on Pinterest.
I asked her what would be a good place to cloister things off for the a sex den. No, I can't bring it up that way either. No.
However you like. So, and speaking of sex, CrossFit Kilauea, where I did a lot of CrossFit for the last 4 or 5 years and made me really sexy. Oh, there's Harpo. He's going crazy. They're going through some transitions recently, and they have a thing called First Friday, which you all know what that is. So last night was the first Friday that they've had, and we went there just to congratulate them on all the stuff that's going on. And boy, there was a lot of people there. It was quite festive. It was 30 or 40 people, and it was fun. And I had a beer before I went over because I was watching this movie that a friend of ours did, and they did some re-editing and wanted some input, so of course I had to have beer and popcorn. And then I went to CrossFit and we had a beer there, and then we went to see Suzanne over at Waikiki Brewing Company and had 2 more beers.
Needless to say, he woke up this morning and regretted his decision making.
4 beers. Well, the thing is, I have hangovers, but what I really have is anxiety. And I know we keep talking about anxiety, and for those of you who don't have it, and maybe you get anxious about going to work in the morning because you're going to get a review, or you get anxious about going to a party or something, that's sort of like what we have, but it's generalized anxiety disorder, which means it's that times 20, and there's no reason. Like, at least if you're going to go to a party and you're anxious about it, yeah, you can say, well, there's no reason to be nervous because, you know, no one's going to bite your head off. But still, you know why you're nervous. You're nervous because you're going to see people, and you think you're going to embarrass yourself or whatever, or people won't like you, whatever. But GAD is more like I can fret about a bug walking across the floor, and not because I'm scared of it, but just because it makes me think that bad things are going to happen. Or
Should I be your anxiety?
Well, there's a good video on YouTube about... Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yep. So bring up a subject.
No, I don't want to bring up the subject right now.
I don't want to bring up the subject because everybody's going to judge me. Everybody's going to judge me and think I'm dumb.
Okay, I'm fine. I don't really need... I'm doing fine right now. I don't need your input on this, okay?
I really don't want to hear anybody because I just want to crawl underneath the bed is what I want to do. Crawl underneath the bed and hide.
Are you saying that we're a failure?
Oh, we're definitely a failure. My God almighty, 58 years old, and what have I accomplished, right? What have I done, right? I used to own a theater company.
It's kind of like a little voice in your head, although I don't really feel like there's a person talking to me like that. But the video that was on YouTube did remind me of what it seems like Rebecca goes through. I don't have it in the same level, but like I say, after I have 4 beers, I've discovered that my limit really is 2. Probably shouldn't drink it all because there's all these articles saying that it's poison and it's killing us. But I'll just share a story when I realized, because Rebecca thinks I've had it all my life, and so I'll share a little story, because I've been going to therapy since 2011 and learning things about myself, and I had this daydream one day. I think we were talking about going to Manoa Valley Theater, and someone, maybe Leslie, or said, oh yeah, we'll pick up your mom and we'll pick up Naomi. And so I just started daydreaming about that, and I started getting anxious and thinking about picking my mother up, picking up my aunt, driving down East Manoa Valley Road and seeing the whole journey on the way, and seeing a bicyclist on the side of the road and hitting the bicyclist and killing them.
Oh, God.
I actually remember this because it was striking that why on earth would I envision that? And that was anxiety. And that was when I said, oh, I do have an issue here. I do have a problem. Because I realized that, and that's that's a good example of thinking of something that, sure, it could happen, but why think about it? Why allow that thought to pop into your head? But since then, I've found myself lying in bed in the morning, especially after having several beers, and just having thought after thought after thought that makes I was thinking about the air conditioner in the morning and the noise it was making, and then I can't describe. I'll say I'm thinking about the marble tiles on the floor and thinking about the dirt on them and getting anxious about that dirt, and then saying, oh my God, they'll never get clean, and then saying, okay, don't think about that anymore because it's a dumb thought and it's just anxiety. And all of a sudden I think about the sheet and why the sheet's touching me a certain way and blah, blah, blah. And there's one thought after another, and they do not stop.
Now, I think...
until I have breakfast.
I think it would be helpful for you to not have 4 beers in the evening at all. I think you need to make that decision to go down. You don't actually really need it anyways.
Are you being anxiety right now, or are you being my wife?
I just it's not needed. You were in a couple festive situations last night, so you were having fun, and that's
at
fine.
The point that we were invited to go out for a second evening, I should have said no or had water, but
yeah.
And Rebecca's really good about stopping me, but she didn't know I was drinking that much.
I didn't know. Otherwise, I would have said,
She's a good wife.
I'm a pain in the ass.
She helped me last week, and I was like, but I want another one. And she said, you really don't want to. And so I didn't. And boy, did I feel better the next day. Grab Harpo. Let's put Harpo on the camera.
All right, so here's Harpo Cam.
We have a Harpo Cam coming up. Hi, Bella.
Wow.
Harpo the flying cat.
Harpo Cam. Close, far away. Close, far away. Okay, that's good. Enough of that. Sorry, Harpo.
We're partial to Harpo, but he really is the best cat in the world. I don't care what y'all say.
He's a great cat. He's a wonderful cat. Took us a while to get there, though. Didn't it? Oh, his teenage years were difficult, trust me.
I wasn't there. So, I think that's it. We've discussed anxiety, and we've discussed working on the apartment, and we discussed going skating.
And we did not discuss sex.
No, we did.
Not really.
You're going to create a cloistered area for sex.
No.
We enjoy sex. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, we're still on the smoothies, just in case you're curious. This is a smoothie. It's a great way to get your greens, so we're continuing having at least one a day. How's that for a cleanse?
I went to CrossFit yesterday and was told by Coach Ethan to make sure I had something to eat. So when I got home, we had a nice smoothie. Did you put nuts in it?
Protein powder.
Protein powder. I asked for nuts. I didn't get any.
I forgot the nuts.
Banana and some greens and stuff. It was good.
You have your own
really
nuts.
Yes.
And on that note.
Yes, she did. We'll let you know how the skating is. We would like people to come and join us the next time we go.
If it's really cool, we'll do a live video from the skate place.
Oh, yeah. Aloha.
Aloha.